Welcome to Ride Along Real Estate. We're at episode number 3. This is my dear friend Mitchell.
Hello.
Selling, your mortgage loan advisor, and I am
Shemeika Fox with Fox Realty, your local real estate professional.
Yes, that was
a
right.
Good introduction.
It was great. You did great.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm driving.
Yeah, keep driving. Today we are going to give an overview of some ideas.
You almost turned my blinker on.
Sorry.
Yep. All right. Turn down the volume. Continue.
But really what we want to talk about is what we are feeling so tremendously in our market.
Yeah.
And that is the absence of inventory.
Yeah. I feel like we're all feeling it.
Yeah.
Everyone.
So
except the ones that are living in their houses with the low interest rates.
who do not rely on real estate as a career choice.
True.
So we are suffering about 33% year over year as far as properties on the market, which means properties that a buyer has to choose from, which also means that when a property comes on the market that may meet some or most or all of a buyer's criteria, there's usually about 5 to 10 other people that feel that same way.
Mm-hmm.
So the last couple experiences that I had with writing offers, there were multiple offers, and there was actually 7 on one property and 10 on the other property. And that was in the last week.
Can I ask you a real quick question? I don't want to.
If you ask the address, then the answer is no, but otherwise,
yes.
yes.
I'm not going to do the address. That was my second question. Have you noticed an influx within the last 30 days of more offers on homes? Okay.
Yes.
Same.
Yes.
And that's just
it was a little stagnant.
Yep.
Usually, like after the holidays, people are getting their sea legs back. Okay. And then now everybody's back. Like we've had really nice weather again. And it seems like there's more buyers out. And so properties are selling with multiple offers again.
Feel the same way.
So the last 2 properties, like I mentioned, that I wrote offers on, we saw multiple offers on both of them. One of them sold for over $250,000 higher than what it was listed for.
Wow.
And the other one has not yet closed. Both scenarios were cash offers that were the winning offer.
That won it at the end of the day.
Yeah. So since we're talking about the absence of inventory and how it's affecting our market, I would like to hear your thoughts on why are we suffering from such a lack of inventory?
So that's a very good question. And if I could talk right now.
I know, because otherwise I'm just going to keep driving away.
All right, no, I love it. So I think we're seeing the repercussions of what happened during COVID.
Which is?
I call it a double. I'm driving here. Let me get my steering wheel lined up.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I'll watch the road.
It's a double-edged sword. What happened during COVID, where rates were artificially lowered, was great during that time frame. It allowed lots of buyers to get into the market, allowed pretty much 70% of Americans to refinance into a rate that's like less than 3% around there. But we're on the tail end of it, which it's crippling us a little bit because I speak to a lot of clients and homeowners that feel it's irresponsible for them to sell their property and, go take on a 7% plus mortgage at this point. They think they want to rent it. And I get it in their eyes, unless there's a life event where they do need to change, their situation, whatever that may be. It's golden handcuffs.
Golden
kind of
handcuffs.
Like a good word.
That is a great word. Yeah.
So it's nice.
So they're stuck in their properties, choosing to be stuck in their property because their mortgage interest rate is lower than what they can get right now if they were to put it on the market, sell it, and then repurchase.
Totally. It's kind of that scarcity mindset of they're kind of giving something up they'll probably never be able to get again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple as that.
Yeah.
So
to combat this issue with the golden handcuffs, President Biden has actually outlined housing proposals in the State of the Union address that just occurred. He acknowledged the importance of housing costs to Americans and expressed urgency in addressing them. He proposed an annual tax credit of $400 a month for 2 years to assist with mortgage payments for first-time home buyers or those seeking to upgrade. He also addressed issues with mortgage refinancing by eliminating title insurance fees for federally backed mortgages like
FHA, yep, which is awesome. I mean, that's just a less cost to attain. And with FHA, you can have a 3.5% down payment. So you can go really lean going into it. So
less money out of your pocket.
Lean machine.
For federally backed mortgages, potentially saving homeowners $1,000 or more when they do decide to refinance. Those are only federally backed mortgage loans.
Exactly.
He also proposed measures to crack down on big landlords who violate antitrust laws by price fixing and driving up rents. He claimed to have reduced red tape to facilitate more builders getting federal financing, leading to the construction of a record of 1.7 million housing units. And he urged Congress to pass his plan to build and renovate 2 million affordable homes in order to reduce rental costs. And we have another idea, and we would love to hear your input.
Yes, please.
If you own a home and you would like to sell it because you are moving out of the area, want to upgrade, downsize, because you got a job transfer, maybe you're getting married, having children, getting a divorce, whatever life change is affecting you, would the ability, if you own a home right now and your mortgage rate is between 2 and 3%, would the ability to transfer your current mortgage rate and maybe pay 1% more or 0.5% more incentivize you to put your home on the market today?
Yep, that's the $1 million question. My assumption would be yes. I think that would really help a lot. Now,
I want to know what
implemented. I want to know what
everybody thinks about that idea, and then I would like President Biden to listen to our
Ride Along Real Estate episode 3
and implement our ideas so that we can change the world.
Exactly, and start with the discussion just to kind of see, what would that entail doing something like that. I think it's interesting. I mean, we have to have ideas out there because things aren't going to change on their own.
Right. We have to think creatively so that you can figure out whatever it is that you need, a solution in order to accomplish that.
And then one thing I'll add to it, I mean, we talked about an annual tax credit, but just consulting with a tax professional, even if you're not a homeowner yet, of what tax savings you have becoming a homeowner.
Really a good point.
I think is a big deal. Obviously I'm a mortgage professional. I'm not a tax professional, but we do have some discussions on, what other clients of mine have been able to save. And it really opens the eyes for first-time buyers because they just have never owned a home. They don't know.
Right.
And I think that's something that needs to be talked about a little bit more as well. Just makes the affordability a little bit easier.
Correct.
I guess is
because, and again, we're not tax consultants or CPAs.
She's a wonderful real estate agent.
But the things that you can talk to your tax consultant, the things that you can deduct are your interest, your annual interest, your property taxes, and I believe your homeowner's insurance.
Yes.
So we can't advise you on that because that is not what we're licensed in, but we do suggest that you get advice.
Exactly, that you talk to a professional.
Because you'll actually, you end up taking home more money so that you can offset your cost of living. I
had a client I talked to last week about this. They consulted a tax professional. They're able, if they purchase the home that they're interested in, save about like $12,500 a year.
Wow, that's great.
And so, I mean, that's a little over $1,000 a month. And you could think of it like their mortgage savings.
Yeah.
And they weren't aware of that. That's huge.
That
makes a big difference in affordability.
That's a really good point. I love that, Mitch. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that.
My steering wheel almost fell.
I think that's it. I think that
we touched on it.
Yeah, summarized it.
Really good.
We'd like to hear if you have any ideas on how we can open up our real estate inventory in general as well. That was just one idea that we came up with brainstorming. But what are your ideas on how we can bring more inventory to the market so that we can actually meet the buyer demand in today's real estate market?
Comment them down below. We want to hear.
Thank you for joining us on Real Estate Ride Along, episode 3. We will see you
on episode
next
4.
time.
I love that. That was good. Oh my God. Do you want another glass of wine? Oh my God, did I break my chair?
Yeah,
I broke my chair today.
Can you chop all that